Good morning. It's morning for me. Got a cup of coffee. Got my turn from Devin the OG, and what better way to start the morning than a shower, a shave, and to shoot some Prussians. What have we got? Some more reinforcements. That is good. That's always good. And he looks like he's spread out into battle formation. Now, I don't know if he knows this, but there's a line movement disorder optional rule in. So I'm not going to tell him. You can find out the hard way. Although he's taken the high ground, so actually I take that back. He's probably defending that area. So I'm not going to him yet. I've got to build up my forces, without a doubt. Got to build up my forces before I even think about attacking him, which I might do. We've got forces creeping up. Got that cavalry, got some artillery, and we got some forces due this turn as well. Looks like he's creeping back with his lancers over here. They're definitely getting further and further back, and those other lancers and Cossacks are definitely going down to join them. You are in the middle of no man's land, so get back. Prussians here, again, consolidate in the woods. He hasn't seen us yet, but he will. That's the annoying thing. Just the next turn he decides to put some troops out there, and that's going to foil our plans. Now, what we could do is creep in through the wood, or the edge of the woods, or through the woods here, because he can't see that. But that's his line of sight, basically. As long as we don't go in the bright colour bits, hexes, he won't see us. So we can still mask our approach. We can still do it. It's going to be a little bit trickier, that's all. What else? That black tide just continues to come down the road towards Wormsdorf. More and more troops arriving and visible here. Or maybe the same amount. And his cavalry here, he's got a lot. There, dragoons, lancers, likes his lancers, and dragoons. Okay. We'll see. I still might bring 1 or 2 battalions here around the long way. Put them into square. I can't see him go. Possibly. I'll think about it. My brain's not quite ticking yet. Early in the morning. But as for movement, consolidate in the woods. What's he got around here? No major action. Pretty much just a standoff between me and the woods and him out on the ridge. I'm going to call that ridge. Okay. Well, I'll get moving and then get back to you in a few. So I'll start with the best news on that movement bit. Down here we have brought my artillery off the road just to allow my cavalry to pass, because they're needed more than the artillery. However, it's horse artillery, so they'll be able to follow closely behind. We got some more cavalry arrive with a lot more dragoons, which is good, and some more. Oh no, they're the same crosshair. We've got a division arriving, the 35th Légers, which is good, and we've also got a couple more squadrons of Chasseurs Chevals and a random squadron of Hussars. So these chaps are going to head up towards Seehausen and keep an eye on this far left. My cavalry and artillery are. Let me just. Oh no, that's right. They're going to go up to Goldsdorf straight up. And around Goldsdorf itself, I'm sending 2 battalions of the Polish line through here, through this area. They're going to come up and they're going to form square in this sort of crevice, whatever you want to call it. One here, probably one here, just so you'll get a bit of a surprise should he decide to use that to any advantage with his cavalry. Doubt the infantry, or at the moment no infantry are around there. It's just cavalry, so they won't be in any danger, and it will act as a little barrier or a bit of a stopgap anyway, slow them down. Around here, have we got the range? We do. Okay, not that great. Carrying on moving these, I'm going to continue calling them pop guns, these 3-pounders, down to these crossings just to add a little bit of support. We've got the range here on anyone? No, by 1 hex. Okay. The big guns, what can they do? that in the way. One hex again, one hex again. He's placed that. He's placed them very well, isn't he? Probably won't be able to see them. No. They're in the same level. No. Oh well. Right, what is that? 80 foot, and this will be 100. Oh, 90. Okay, fair enough. What's my ammo? 577, 10, 13. I'm not going to waste it on skirmishers. What about these guns? What can they see? Anything? Nope. Light guns. These heavy guns. Surely. Okay. A 30 and a 40. We'll have a crack at the 40s. And I suppose these light guns being here, they're not really doing anything at all. But I do need them to stay there defensively just in case, rather than offensively. And I don't have a huge amount of ammo to last me another 30 odd turns, 40 turns. So I'll conserve a bit of ammo and just sort of keep them where they are. Up here managed to get the French round, sneak them around where he couldn't see them. Had a bit of a heart in mouth moment as the Pathfinder went up to come back down, but I had a look and it didn't encroach that light area. So I think it was these chaps, where are we? They went up here and I thought, oh, they're going to go in there, but they didn't. They came back down, which is good. So hopefully there's still a surprise on the right hand side of his line up here. But as for here at the moment, we'll continue to have a crack just with some counter fire. They can't see them, they have fired. A lot of counter fire in this bit. Okay. I'm gonna go at them. No, okay. They have fired, they've all fired. Not the most exciting at the woods. It's just a sort of a strange Mexican standoff type thing. But they're doing a job. They're pinning down these troops, holding them back. I do have some troops in column. Juicy. No. Okay. There we go. Where have we got around here? Yeah, you need to get back to your lines. You're absolutely destroyed. Did I bring Fontanelli back last time? I did indeed. Cavalry wise then, sorry I didn't actually move them. First of all, we'll have a crack at some lancers. And we'll bring the Germans forwards. We've got there 127 and 124, so they can join up. And we'll edge forward, I think, with some Chasseur Chevals. I'm going to come forward with squares. Yeah, we'll bring them forward one hex, I think. And bring them forward a little bit. Just push them back. A little bit wary now that we've got a bit of a gap here. I'll get you going down this way. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there, send it back to the OG and see what he can come up with. Victory-wise, what are we doing? Probably lost a lot. Yeah. Mind you, cavalry-wise, we're doing okay. Leaders, none so far. Good. All in all, fairly happy. I'm glad those reinforcements are coming up. They're going to take a while to get there. And if I can just hold out and he stays where he is at Wormsdorf, I'll be happy with that. I think I can't counter-attack from Niedersgulsdorf, that's for sure. Won't have the numbers there. And if the Prussians do break through here, then I'll be screwed. So it's all on these troops around Goldsdorf, I think. And get my reinforcements up. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate the watching, appreciate the comments. Have a good day, and see you for the next one. Alrighty ho, turn 14. Good news. More reinforcements have arrived. That's always good to see. What have we got? So, let's start with the Italians this time. Spread out his cavalry quite a bit. He is drawing them back, but he is spreading them out. And they're just going to basically face off against each other. For the time being, I think I will follow them around. Just a bit wary what he might have up here in Jutterberg. Because I remember I did see some artillery there previously. Now I can't. So he might have a couple of units up there. So I've just got to be careful of my sort of far right flank. That's still them. Unless skirmishers are routed. Oh, we've got quite a few units that are routed actually. I wonder what happened there. They were all out there. Routed skirmishers are not the end of the world. Aha. He has seen my approach. Okay, fair enough. What to do? He had seen my approach. I tried to mask it, and he has seen it this time. Oh well. I'll still continue to push forward. Might break them. It might cause him to leave a gap somewhere else that I can push. I don't know. We'll see. But they're going to continue. The French troops are going to continue to try and get to the edge of the woods and up in the high ground. Around the bridge in Niedersgulsdorf then, not much change there. He is coming across to meet us. Okay. So the guns will come into play. That's good. And I'll continue to bring some guns down to these sort of crossings across the creek. Just to... okay, they're only 3-pounders, but they'll give us a little bit of extra defence. Don't know if he's coming to meet the Germans or not. It does look like he's in line and sort of defending that high ground, which is good for me because it's given me a little bit of time to get reinforcements up, which he may or may not realise. But he is pushing forward with that cavalry, so the quicker that we can get a couple of battalions of Italians, Poles, I mean. As soon as we can get them there, the quicker we can get them there, the better. Just because then get into square, disrupt, and again give us more time to get reinforcements up. Reinforcement-wise, got quite a few on the field already. It's going to take them a while to get up, but they're going to just basically continue up to Goldsdorf. These Chasseurs Chevals on this side, they're going to go up to Seehausen and scout out the area around sort of Blonsdorf and Seehausen itself, around this sort of high ground up here and around the woods. Maybe creep up west of the woods and have a look at what we've actually got here. A lot of Prussians basically in front of me, and I've got to buy myself some time in order to get some reinforcements up. So that's the plan. I'm going to crack on straight away, getting everybody moved, and get back to you in a few. So in the end, that was quite a quick movement then. Quite simple. Brought my reinforcements up on the roads down in the southwest corner, letting the cavalry pass that artillery and they'll bolt on to the end of them. Moved 2 battalions of Polish line troops, trying to get them into this sort of valley before that cavalry get there. Plan B for that, if he gets there, we've got these Polish line battalions here that we can come up, form square, and some Germans, and hit them with some Polish lancers if I have to. I don't really want to, but if I have to, needs must. Moved my artillery round, sacrificed a shot on this turn, just to start peppering these squadrons of dragoons, and he's got some lancers somewhere. He's kept them back. Up here, we can have a go with some artillery. No, we can't because that's too far. Move the gun around here. Have we got the range on anyone yet? Unit is not facing target. Okay. Light guns again. No, exceeded the range. Light guns probably exceeded the range. Useless. But we do have some guns here. Probably won't be able to see them. They're blocked. Blocked terrain. Real pain. I didn't really want to have a go at skirmishes. Real pain, that is. Niedersdorf is in the way, churches and buildings and things like that. So unless he comes up the main road, we should be able to pepper him when he gets to about here or here. But we'll see what happens when we get there. Move some 3-pounders down, as I was before, and brought the French up a little bit. We do have some opportunity to fire on some Prussians. Get a little bit of revenge. Which we will duly do. Okay, some skirmishes there. You can skirmish with their skirmishers. Fire on the infantry itself. Skirmishers, can't see anyone. Okay. You can't see anyone either, but you can. Oh, you can't see them anymore. You can't see anyone apart from them. Got some guns here. Okay. And around here, my pop guns won't be able to do anything. No, too far away, blocked by line of sight, etc., etc. And the last bit, brought my cavalry line forward a couple of hexes. Does this horse artillery still have the range on anyone? It does. What squadrons have we got? 30, 30, 30, and some 40s. We'll have a go at the top one. And that's about what I can do this turn. We're speaking to Devin in email, and we're planning to do a review after this one. I don't know. I can't remember the platform he suggested, but something like a Zoom call. Sit down, we'll talk, we'll screen share, and we'll share war stories. And I think that'll be quite an interesting and beneficial sort of roundup. I'm really enjoying this. He says he's enjoying it as well. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I can't wait to sort of binge watch all his videos afterwards to see what his hopes and worries and plans actually were. Don't say anything. But yeah, it's an interesting one. It's a good battle. Anyway, he's certainly better than the AI. Doesn't take much though. That's no reflection on Devin. He's playing a very good battle. With line of sight and being blocked and avenues of approach and stuff. And these bloody Landwehr are making a good account of themselves. Let's have a look at what reinforcements we've got. Oh, quite a few, which is good. Aha, a lot of leger and line troops. Whole division by the look of it. Oh, near enough. What else have we got? Lindenau. Oh, a load of Saxon hussars. Dodgy. Will they hold? Will they not hold? And a load more hussars. So we're starting to build up our forces. Good. As long as we can buy ourselves a little bit of time here, we should be able to at least hold or counter-attack. If he holds at Wormsdorf like he's doing and not approach, that is going to help me and give me the time to build up my forces. Get a bit of strength there, and then we can start to think about pushing forward. Maybe putting a feint attack in. He's got a lot of troops coming there, and he just seems to be bringing them all to Wormsdorf. And only has cavalry in the middle, so we'll see. It's interesting. Italians hold there. Keep those Prussians occupied, and as I said before, everything's going to sort of come around the centre and Golfsdorf if and when I can actually push forward. Well, we'll see. I've got a nice continued build-up of forces. What we 110 in the afternoon. What else have we got coming? 120, 120. Oh, so it's a steady stream. Steady stream all afternoon. This is good. This is good. Lots of Saxons. Now, the Saxons and Germans and other various weird and wonderful little nations at the time, they were starting to defect and just basically either give up, go home, or change sides from the French. I hope that mechanic, I know it's not, but I really, really hope, just 100% to be sure, that that mechanic isn't in the John Tiller games. That the Saxons just suddenly appear in as a black unit rather than a blue unit. But it won't be. It's not be. But I've still got a little thing in my mind saying maybe there is a 1% chance there is. I doubt it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. And we'll see you for turn, what are we on? 15.